It's James with NetNewsLedger, and I'm sitting here with Linda Rydholm, who's the Conservative candidate in Thunder Bay Rainy River. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And we've got a nice Wednesday, and we've got Prime Minister Trudeau in town a little later today. Linda, the Liberal Party has been hammering away at the Conservatives on the issue of climate. They say the Conservative plan just won't work, or there isn't a plan. What's the plan?
There is a 66-page plan with 55 recommendations. It's called the Real Plan. Just Google it. You'll find it there online. Basically, there are three parts. One is use of green technology. Green technology is the way to go. We need, for example, ways to save the energy that's created from wind turbines or from solar panels. So using green technology will be certain to take us into the future safely. Secondly, cleaning up our environment. Maintaining and conserving our environment is the big thing to be doing. Whether it's the air, the water, the land, we need to put resources into that. We are blessed with a wonderful country here, great resources. We have to get it clean and keep it clean. The third pillar that people will read about is getting international or global cooperation. Canada emits a small amount of the world's greenhouse gases. Two countries, China and India, are emerging. They're getting into their industrial ages very heavily. However, they're not doing it with enough green technology. Everybody knows, for example, if you go to China and you're in their cities, you have to wear a mask. Greenhouse gases are emitted largely from those two countries. More than 2/3 or so of the greenhouse gases come from those places. Now, to get their cooperation for a global solution will mean sharing our green technology with them, encouraging, helping, but also, we, Canada, buy a lot from those countries. And so maybe it will be time to put some conditions on those purchases. We need to clean up, not just Canada, but Earth.
And that's something the United Nations head came out today and is asking for immediate action. The Prime Minister is saying that we'll have everything okay by 2050. Is that soon enough, or is that just putting it off for the next generation?
2050 is too late. Science says that we cannot allow the average temperatures to keep increasing. And remember, whatever environmental deficit or problem we have been creating today is the environmental problem for our kids tomorrow. And we don't want them wearing masks. We want them to be living in this wonderful, clean Canada that we've mostly enjoyed. So there are certainly pockets like grassy narrows, mercury poisoning, that's gone on far too long, mostly under Liberal governments. That's one example for a necessary, fast cleanup, right? So anyway, we Conservatives are well aware, and we are using scientific-based data in our plan, and people will see that online.
So we'll put a link down here for a link to that plan so you can read it. The environment is so important to all of us, and it seems to be something everyone argues about, I mean, all you have to do is look at this past summer in northwestern Ontario with our weather. It was more thunderstorms and more tornado warnings than I can remember. That's a symbol not of necessarily weather, but it's a trend over time. And so all the parties working together would make sense. And I agree with you. I think China and India are... Remember, during the Beijing Olympics, they had to shut all the cars and all the factories off for weeks ahead to clear the air.
Right.
And I think they were even postponing some of the events because the outdoor running events couldn't be done with the climate the way it is there.
Yeah, and air moves around the world, around our Earth, right?
Yes.
So if many greenhouse gases are being emitted in some locations, then that hurts all of us. Eventually will kill all of us. So we have to have this global approach.
Probably a lot of the younger people watching this won't remember, but it was John Kennedy who said we are all inhabitants of this one little planet. And that's probably where it's at.
Yep. And you know, there are many things we can do locally, stuff that people don't even talk about. For example, where I live, I have many trees. I'm a widow now, so I have many trees. I live in a 3-acre forest. I'm not out there cutting the lawn all the time. I'm not, putting chemicals on that lawn because it's very small. And maybe it's time for a lot of us to think about that. We need to honor the trees. They are so good in making oxygen and having the carbon dioxide, that terrible greenhouse gas, dealt with, changed. So, lots of us can be doing things. The city has set up recycling and reuse ways of life. So all of us can be doing our part, however small, however large. And the good thing is we all recognize it pretty well. All of us recognize it now. And hopefully we'll move forward together on this planet.
Shifting gears a little bit, what's exciting and happening in the campaign for Thunder Bay Rainy River?
I love Thunder Bay Rainy River. I love the region. I love the people. People have been good to me at the door. I've been canvassing all summer. The region is special to me because I was born actually in Fort Frances, James. That's where I was born. So when I go there, I have fondness for the place. It's my birthplace. Also, as a child, I very much enjoyed living in Atikokan. My dad worked at the old Steep Rock iron mine there for a while, and I just so much enjoy being able to walk in the woods that are so nearby, everybody's homes there, and climb the rocks and just hang out safely in that wonderful town. Most of my life, though, I have lived in rural or urban Thunder Bay, West Fort, Vickers Heights, and out in near Slate River Valley, where my husband and I had a dairy farm. So I'm quite familiar with folks urban and rural and out in the region. And my husband and I chose to come back here after chiropractic college because we love the area. And I still do.
That's a wrap for us. This is James with NetNewsLedger. Our Politics 2.0 coverage continues. Stay tuned. You're going to hear what we're going to want to share. Thank you.
Okay.